It was a really nice holiday, but it's time to head back home. And this is a review of Bangkok Airways. Now, when I flew to Thailand, the everything was on time and the plane arrived early, but the food was rubbish. The lounge was closed. I used to fly with Bangkok Airways quite a lot, and you always got the lounge access. But when I asked in Bangkok, they said no. And on their application, on the phone app, basically, they said it would cost you an extra 950 baht, but before it was included in the price. So that was a big no-no. So things with Bangkok Airways have actually changed, and they seem to cut corners. They seem to have less staff. The food on the trip from Siem Reap to Bangkok was awful, and you're paying a premium price for a so-called boutique airline. Anyhow, let's have a look at the flight. So while waiting for the delayed flight, which seems to be quite common in Bangkok anyhow, I did have a look at the apron. It was very nice. And then when we're checking in onto the aeroplane, there only seemed to be one person there, while others seemed to be doing other things. Maybe, and this is where I saw they undercut. Before, there were always 3 people. Now there were just 1. And let's have a look at the beautiful bird that will be flying. This is an ATR 600, I do believe. So with a late departure, we did actually push back. Now, let's listen to this beautiful bird. This is the only good thing I can actually say about Bangkok Airways. on the actual aeroplane, there were only 2 staff. And I do remember before there was like 3, like there was a flight manager and then the assistants. But this time, the actual food was chicken spaghetti. It was warm, but I was wondering, is it still going to be warm for the return flight for the people from Siem Reap to Bangkok? Again, the facilities on this airline or this airplane, the ATR, are not the best in the world. And it was only a short flight for 1 hour, so at least we got fed. But boutique means it's got some kind of style. I couldn't find any style compared to even a low-cost airline. And then finally, the arrival into Siem Reap Airport, Cambodia.
Smoking area. On behalf of Bangkok Airways and our co-chair partners, Captain Nachapong and all the crew would like to thank you for flying with us, and we look forward to see you again soon. Particularly yours, Bangkok Airways, Asia Boutique Airlines. Thank you.
So my advice for Bangkok Airways is use it as a last choice. See if you can really book early, like 2.5, 3 months before your flight on a web promotion, then you'll get a reasonable price. As soon as that promotion goes, it will shoot up. This ticket for this one-way trip, if I booked it 2 weeks before, would cost over $200. Now, would you pay that kind of money for this kind of flight? I think the answer is no. There are alternatives, but advice again to book early. Thank you, and do check out the We Travel channel where there are going to be, and there are some my wonderful holiday on We Travel Adventures. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.